Bonjour, YouTube. I'm here for a vinyl um, update. Forgot what I was going to say there for a second. Someone liked me to do that. I'm back as opposed to not being back. Um, yeah, I'm overdue for a video, so what? I don't get paid to do this, although I wish I did. If YouTube wants to start paying me, I'll be glad to accept that check. I'm trying to get comfortable here. I got a lot here to show you, or it's basically the same amount that I normally show, give or take. And I'm sure I'll be doing plenty of rambling since I haven't made a video in a minute. Got a couple new Mad magazines. They're not new, but new to my collection. This one, which is from 2014, and this one, which is from 1998. Let's pick those up for really cheap. And then this, I got Neil's Book of the Dead. Neil is from The Young Ones, the British comedy, if you've not seen that. And I didn't know about this book until fairly recently. And it's like, what? He wrote a book. I mean, it's sort of like a comedy book. It's not like a autobiography or anything. It's not. I mean, it's sort of what I expected, I guess. And then some CDs that I picked up. This one is Frank and Dean Present The Nation of Imagine. And of course, you know, that's not the album you think it is, but a parody of. And this is basically a kid's record, more or less. It's, you know, it's something. Picked that up at a Goodwill. So. And then this one also found at Goodwill, The Essential Leonard Cohen. And I had just got this CD from the library, like a week or two before. And the library had said that I hadn't returned it, that I still had it. And then I guess their system had messed up, and we have returned it, and it was on their shelf. And then I found this one, so it's crazy. This one I got, this is a remaster, but it's not the deluxe version, the Stooges Funhouse. And I have this on vinyl, but I didn't have the CD. So you can tell by looking at it that it's one of the first probably ones that they re-released or released on CD. Actually, it doesn't even say it's remastered, so it might not be. I mean, as remastered as they could have done when they first came out with CDs. This one is the remastered deluxe 2 CD edition of the first album. And I have this one on vinyl too, and I was surprised to get this because when I ordered those two on Amazon. I didn't know that one of them was going to be the deluxe version, so that was a surprise. They're really cheap on there. I mean, they're all different prices, but and this one has the liner notes and stuff. Got some good pictures of Iggy there. Looks like he has a perm in his hair in that picture. That was a good one. If you're not familiar with the Stooges or Iggy Pop in general, you know, that's some good stuff. I mean, it's some good, I guess it's described as like proto-punk. Punk before there was punk. Or at least it was pretty much as punk as things could get in 1969, 1970. After Woodstock and so on, everything sort of got a little bit more, I won't say outrageous, but I guess at the time it was outrageous. So yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Stooges. And then let me take a sip here real quick. Got a new coffee mug. I don't know if you can even see that. So pumpkins and ghosts and so on. These I found at a Goodwill. Sort of surprised to find. The Mermaid Song and Who Calls, Cab Calloway. These are on 78s, as you can tell. Cab Calloway and his orchestra. 99 cents on Decca. Actually, that's not Decca. It's on OK. It was in a Decca sleeve, or I put it in a Decca sleeve. I don't remember which. And then lay that over there. And then this one is on Bluebird. Charlie Barnett and his orchestra. I remember April, and Don't Take Your Love From Me. And this side is Alvino Ray. So I thought that was really odd. It has two different artists, one on each side, different. But that's on Bluebird, and I've heard that Bluebird and OK labels are collectible. So I don't know. There's a little piece of something in there. Not the record. It's a piece of a different record. Get that out of there. Hopefully it didn't go in my coffee cup. Like, what's that crunchy thing in my coffee? Oh, it's just a piece of a record. And then I also got this one. This one is on Columbia, and it's on in the Columbia sleeve. Raymond Scott Quintet, Minuet in Jazz, and Twilight in Turkey. Raymond Scott is a cool and strange artist. Twilight in Turkey, I have that song on a CD. But yeah, I was sort of surprised to see these. They had a ton of 78s that day. There was probably, I don't know, maybe 50 78s, which is, me and Kat was just talking about how I don't ever see 78s anymore, or I'd be buying more of them. I don't know, it was a couple days later. There they were. I mean, most of them were just like the run-of-the-mill stuff that you always see. But then those were the three that I picked out I thought was the most unusual. On to the 12-inch. First one here is Brewer and Shipley, Shake Off the Demon. The thrift store I bought this at also had their other album that you see a lot more, which I have that one, so I didn't get it. I was going to get it, and I'm thinking, no, I already have it. On Kama Sutra. And the other one had, what was the single? There wasn't anything on here that I remember, but there was a single on one of the other albums, or the other album that I'm referring to. Is it One Toke Over the Line, maybe? The Woody Wright Singers. This is just called Life. And it's I don't know, one of those that I just sort of had to have. Look at this dude here. He looks like his eyes are shut. I can even see it right there. Maybe he's praying. And then another Woody Wright Singers. Same artist. Different pose. Under the same tree, looks like. No, actually, this is different, because there's a lot of greenery in this one. And this one looks like it's fall. So that's appropriate, I suppose. And they did change their clothes and all that good stuff. So, these are run-of-the-mill generic gospel records that I always have to seem to have. Another Woody Wright Singers, Praise Him with a Song. They thought they'd be inside for this one. This looks like they're a little bit older here. It's just lovely. This one was bought for me. We have a couple of friends. Actually, it's Kat's cousin and her husband. They were at a Goodwill, and they seen this one and sent a picture. And it's like, oh my God, can you get that for me if you're not getting it for you? I've never seen that. It's Al Goodman, the Chocolate Soldier, I guess. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Al Goodman and his orchestra, the Chocolate Soldier. Yeah, that's a record that I never had seen on Camden, which needs cleaned. And then the Carpenters, Hissel and Jerry from Our Heart. Not the Carpenters that you know, but it's the Carpenters that you don't know. Probably don't sing the same. No, I don't see Rainy Days and Mondays on here, but there is a song called It's Raining Once Again, so maybe that's the sequel. I doubt it. It's on Sagegrass Records. Sagegrass? And then Gig Wallace and his orchestra, Stereo Trick and Treat. It's funny, that's supposed to be a clown, I'm assuming. Not much makeup on that clown, but maybe they were low on makeup that day. Yep. This one's cool just because it's ridiculous. Jubilee Sanctuary Choir, First Baptist Church, West Palm Beach, Florida. So, you know, there's the outdoor scene, and there's the indoor. Tempo Records. And it's, I'm assuming they're on a ship. That's what it looks like there. At first I thought it was a swimming pool, but it is a pool, but it's on a ship. Unless that's their church on water. I mean, who knows? This is a little more familiar. Lynn Anderson, Songs That Made Country Girls Famous. I got probably a handful of Lynn Anderson records. You know, she is not known for much more than Rose Garden, but this is on Chart Records. But you know, I like her music. I mean, it's typical 70s country. And then I also have Al Hurt, Latin in the Horn. I've seen this one since I bought it, but you know, like I said, these build up over a period of time until I get around to making a video, and then I pick out X amount to do. The Hit Sound of Dean Martin, and I have quite a couple handfuls of Dean Martin records. And this one has I don't really recognize any of these titles. But Dean Martin can sing anything. It's going to be good, you know. This one I found at an estate sale, which we don't go to those as much as we'd like to. So I was pretty surprised. I have this already, but this is a later pressing, and this one's still in the shrink. It's in a lot better condition than the original pressing that I have. Esquivel and his orchestra, Latin-esque. And see, this one doesn't have the cardboard sleeve that slides out, you know, with the picture. It just has like a regular RCA sleeve. So these were I'm assuming, second pressings based on that. But I seen it, it's like, oh my god. And it was 99 cents or $1, so it was definitely worth getting. I mean, you can't pass up certain records when you see them by certain artists, especially if it's artists that you're like, you know, you lose your lunch over. Steve Martin, Comedy Is Not Pretty, and I have this already, but this one was $3.99, and I think this one has the inserts with it. There's the back, and it has the gatefold. That's me without makeup, or me with makeup. And I don't know why I feel compelled to buy these all the time, because I have them. I think I was going to frame this one, or I'm not sure what I was going to do, but this one has the poster with it, which is probably the reason I got it. He's looking very dapper there. He's a Dapper Dan man. This is a mint record. I mean, it's Steve Martin, so I'll get this back in here by tomorrow, I promise. And he's sort of like a, I mean, I think he's a very talented guy in a lot of different ways. Comedian, actor, singer, banjo player. And then I also picked this one up. This one's called, I guess, Let's Get Small. So I think this is his second album, I want to say. And that other one is his third album. I could be totally getting those backwards. Don't smoke, it'll kill you. I think he was a smoker back then. I really think everyone was a smoker back then. That one was $2.99. And then this one I think is the first album. Yes, because it has King Tut on it. Wild and Crazy Guy. This one was $4.99. So $2.99, $3.99, $4.99. I don't know how they get their prices, but whatever. There he is. Jamming it. Jamming what? These need wiped off. That one's been played probably more than the other two. There he is with his feline. So yeah, that was sort of cool. Bought those at half price, so you probably recognize the sticker there. Alright, well, I thought I was going to have a lot longer video than that, because normally I show a few less records than what I showed, but, you know. Hope everyone out there is having a good old time in the summertime, what's left of it. Actually, it's not summer anymore, it's in September, so I don't think that's considered summer. Actually, I think yesterday was the first day of fall, so no, it's not summer anymore. I was going to say something, but anyway, thanks for watching and subscribing. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and keep buying the vinyl. I mean, I really need to sit down and listen to some of this a lot more than I do. I get mad at myself occasionally because I'm all doing everything else. That's good English. And instead of listening to vinyl, because my thing is, when I put on a record, I want to just close my eyes and listen to it. I don't want to be doing a bunch of other stuff. You know, I don't like it to be just music in the background, although some music is designed for that. I feel like vinyl, I owe vinyl more of my attention than if I just, you know, have Alexa play a playlist or something, you know. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying that's required, but vinyl is required listening. So thanks for watching, subscribing, and we'll see you in the next vinyl update. Vinyl update. That's all I got.